Oh. Oops.
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Kelly is strategically placed there so I can accidentally talk to her all the time. It must be part of her secret plans or something. Hey, Joker.
I'm glad things worked out, Commander. I was worried you'd dump Samara for some crazy soul sucker with a death fetish all lithe and sexy and... Never mind.
Okay.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Yeah, well, I think if you're talking about how attractive they are, Samara and Morinth... Morinth is younger and crazier. They have pretty different personalities, but like physical attractiveness, I think they're probably on equal terms. Hey, Jacob, are you okay to talk now?
Commander, can I help you with something?
Oh my god, we can never talk to him ever again. Like, it'll just never say, hey, let's just chill out. Okay.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Well, it takes time to heal. Takes time. The people who don't have anything to say to us, probably we don't have to visit them until we do a big story thing.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not now. Working on collector data. Have ruled out artificially intelligent virus. Unless it's very intelligent and toying with me. Tests. Anything else?
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Except for Morden, because he always has interesting random little excuses why he can't talk to me. Assault rifle. Shotgun extra rounds, finally. Oh, assault rifle damage 5. Great. That's pretty much it for now. I should probably try out another power, maybe after we get Tali and Kasumi stuff. Oh, I wonder if this means Garrus won't talk to me again. I hope not. Guess we'll find out. Also, there are some important things that we still have to think about here. I have not spoken to Thane yet. Hey, have you been making any food for us at all? You haven't asked me to do any of your shopping again.
Shepard, need me for something?
Okay, it's still here.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Okay.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
I feel a little bit bad about Garrus though, because he was thinking about what, interspecies whatever last time. He just said it out loud and then I kind of like was, oh sorry Garrus, I'm not really into this, and then yeah. Well, that's what I get, I guess.
Hey, Shepard. It must have been really hard for Samara to ask you to help kill her own daughter. She told me she really appreciated your help. As hardcore as she is, I'm not sure she could have done it without you.
She was talking to you. That's good. Samara abides by a code, but she's not antisocial or anything. Like, Kasumi might be a little bit antisocial, but not as in a I hate socializing with people kind of standpoint. More of I like looking at people on the sidelines kind of standpoint. And then Samara's just meditation.
Morinth haunted my dreams and waking hours equally. For the first time in 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
Many mixed feelings. Was there really no other way? Would it have been okay if you took Morinth back to some crazy prison that she would never be able to get out of? No, she had to die.
You said that Morinth was a monster, but she was still your daughter.
She was the strongest and smartest. She would not accept the injustice thrust upon her. She fought to the end. I am so proud of her, Shepard.
Oh, wow.
Killed her for being what she was.
And I would again. But I also know what it means to leave everything behind and fight. Do you realize that she went on the run at the age of 40? I do not know human years well, but it is very young for Asari.
Liara is in her early 100, right? And she's supposed to be very, very young already, so what, 40 would be like maybe even younger than a teenager. 15?
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
Was it worth it?
It was never a question of worth, but of need. I had to take the action I did, as did she. This was never a story that would have a happy outcome.
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists, and perhaps either Ardat-Yakshi.
There's no way to correct the condition Morinth had?
We are an advanced species, but we don't have magic. When the trait manifests at maturity, it is too late for mitigation. It only occurs in purebloods like myself. Perhaps that is the root of the stigma regarding Asari-exclusive pairings. I don't know.
You're a pureblood, but was Morinth's father also a pureblood? That would be a lot of purebloods. Or was her father an Asari? Let's start there. It's really hard though if you think about it, because anybody who produces an offspring with an Asari will be an Asari. Just like how we talked about little blue children with Liara. So the chances of having mating with an Asari is just going to increase in this world, and there's just so many Asaris everywhere.
I thought Ardat-Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds and they do exist, I will find them.
Morinth claimed that her condition was the future of the Asari race.
Morinth would say anything that served her cause. Ardat-Yakshi are sterile, Shepard. That wouldn't be a particularly viable future for my people.
Well, good to know that it can't really continue down the line. So you're pureblood, but you're not an Ardat-Yakshi, but then all of your children are. Oh, that's rough.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you.
She's been chasing Morinth for 400 years, but as soon as we came along, we found her. The life of a Justicar is not one for any random person, definitely. Thane. I have given this a lot of thought. Probably more than you think.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Of course, Shepard. Join me.
I've been thinking about you.
And I you. Will you hear my confession, Siha?
Oh, I want to know what it means, but it's kind of like dismissing his question here.
I wouldn't talk to you if I didn't want to hear what you have to say.
When I married Irika, the Hanar let me leave their service to raise a family, but I had no other skills, so I freelanced. When Irika was killed, I pursued those responsible. Once I'd eliminated them, I had no goal. I accepted the Dantius Commission because I didn't know what else to do.
Not the healthiest attitude to take on a mission.
You're right, it's not. Looking back now, it's clear I'd resigned myself to death. I would have fulfilled my contract. If Nasana's guards caught me afterwards, it would have been a good death. But someone else was pushing to reach the target, forcing me to move faster, challenging me. I had to reach her first.
You're alive because I wounded your pride?
Pride is the line between a professional and a thug. But I met another Siha. Few are privileged to meet even one.
You still haven't told me what a Siha is.
One of the warrior angels of the goddess Arashu. Fierce in wrath. A tenacious protector. I confess, I've come to care for you. Perhaps I'm being foolish. We are very different.
That takes some bravery to say. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
I'm not sure we know each other well enough to call it love, but I feel something
Oh
for
my
you
God.
too. Something more than friendship.
I've never felt affection for another species. I'm not sure what to do now.
We'll just have to figure it out.
I look forward to the memories.
Your perfect memories. I don't know if this is gonna come across as a shock that I've done this. We had a 1 mission buffer since the Shadow Broker mission, which means I've basically completely forgotten about Liara already. I'm just kidding. But I've been thinking about this choice for many, many weeks now. You might think it's an exaggeration, but I really, really have. And I want to see this. I would like to see where this goes. Not because I particularly want to cheat on Liara, like that part doesn't make me feel good. But I like Thane, and I think narratively, in a roleplay way, there's actually a pretty interesting parallel between Liara and Shepard and Thane. And Asari lives to be 1,000, but Liara's currently with me, who can live to 150 at max, and it's very unlikely I'll even reach that 150 because I'm so risky and I'm always risking my life and all that. But Thane, on the other hand, is a man with a terminal illness, and now I, a regular healthy human, is choosing to be with him. So I feel like on some level, an exploration of Shepard's romance with Thane might be able to shed some more insight or just, new thoughts about what it's like to be with somebody and know that it's not gonna last, not because of, falling out of love or whatever, but because of biology. And because that's just the way life is. And then also from like a very meta perspective, I am interested in, seeing more content and showing you more content too. Because I feel like it's pretty unlikely I'll ever play Mass Effect on this channel again, maybe like 10 years from now or something, and if it never happens, then I would have liked to shown you a little bit more than what we've seen here. Now, I'm not sure how this is gonna blow up in my face. I don't think we'll see Liara again because we had our date and she's off doing... Oh no, we're gonna have to go back to the base later though. Well, I'm not sure how this is gonna blow over in my face, but I feel like... do you understand what I'm trying to say here? A lot of times I've been messing around with a romance because it's funny and I want to lead everyone on, but Thane? I feel like there's a good roleplay reason for me to try to do this. If I had the power of foresight to manage these romances properly, I wouldn't have liked to do it in parallel like this. But it is what it is, and you can view it as maybe, hey, me and Liara are gonna be apart now, and I'm just talking to people on my ship and getting to know them a little bit better, and of the people I've talked to, I found that I really click with Thane. Can we put it like that for now? I mean, nothing really has happened yet. Yeah, I feel like anything I say is gonna sound like an excuse anyway, so let's just move on. It probably might blow over in my face later, but the me of tomorrow, the me playing Mass Effect 3, can deal with it.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something. Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull that plate right off a Krogan's head.
Hey, we've heard this one.
It's the best way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives them mad.
Is the plate attached to the Krogan?
Me and a buddy were hired to take out this one guy, Matthias, I think. Hell, I forget. Turns out it was a trap. We got jumped by a hit squad.
Oh, we've heard this one too.
2 Batarians, a Krogan, and a Hanar. Damn jellyfish nearly choked me to death. Wore a neck brace for weeks to cover that up. Haven't underestimated a Hanar since. I should let you go. Talk more later.
Oh no,
Shepard.
even Zaid's starting to run out of stuff to say. Grunt and Jack, we probably don't have to talk to again. I don't think so, because they're all like, hey, stop talking to us. So we will continue on then. I don't have any stats to back me up, but my gut feeling tells me that Liara's probably one of the most romance characters in the whole series, probably because she was available starting since 1, and I assume a lot of people are gonna wanna romance the alien and not the freaking boring human, and then you just let it continue. But an Asari is very likely to have multiple partners in their lifetime just because of how long they live, unless if they did another Asari, which is taboo, or like a Krogan. So for Liara to really go out of her way to retrieve my body and revive me and all that, I feel like being with a terminally ill man, knowing our time is very, very limited and short, can be an exploration into how it really feels to be on the other side. So Toulon didn't listen. Liara's my main girlfriend and Thane is my side piece. Okay, today, let's go help Tali. Tali's been waiting for a while and she might get exiled soon. Well, she won't get exiled until she goes back and we have that little hearing, right? So let's see here. The Migrant Fleet. Oh. Treason. The Migrant Fleet's Admiralty Board has charged Tali with treason. She must travel to the flotilla to answer these charges. The Migrant Fleet. A fleet of 50k craft holding 17 million Quarians, the Migrant Fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. Though Quarians on pilgrimage have visited most settled worlds in the galaxy, few outsiders have ever stepped foot inside the Quarians' ships. Obviously, Tali. What do you got, Samara? Ooh, yeah, our little Cerberus gang here. Is Morden already changed? I guess so. But he's like his thing is primarily white. Okay, what about Thane? Oh yeah, I never tried it, right? How many does he have? This is the normal one. This is the Cerberus one? Okay. Tali and... We are visiting Quarians today. I feel like Morden would be good, but Morden we just went out with. So, OG gang, Tali and Garrus. I'm trying to think of who would help. Like, we're trying to convince some Quarians... help in what? I don't know. Fighting? 5 squad points. Let's increase this one a little bit. It can carry over to the next one anyway. Biotically lifts target and slams them to the ground. Tali? Hold off on that until we get energy drain. Garrus? Hold off. Yes. We got a new assault rifle earlier, right? Back in Omega. Which one was that? This one? Try it out. I also have an assault rifle? No, I have a submachine gun. Okay.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Dirty alien bacteria and all that.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
I've never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aborted. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
Well, thank you.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help, Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
Oh!
You sent Geth materials back to the Migrant Fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
At least we're not being gunned down right away. Was this the same captain back on Horizon?
You should speak with Admiral Ran. She's waiting for you up ahead.
Okay.
I can't believe they're charging Tali Zora with such a thing.
I know.
If Tali Zora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her, she's as good as convicted.
Does my word mean anything? If you respect me, can you respect my word too? It's insane that you would say Tali is a traitor.
Tali Zora vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron, Shepard vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
Why? Because it's easier to get her guilty? Hey, this lady's voice actor is the same as the one from Avazarala from The Expanse. Shore Agdashlu, I think? She has a really distinct voice.
I take it being associated with a human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part,
what?
I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
She didn't say no. That means the father might still be part of the people on the trial then. What?
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side.
Indeed she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
Oh crap.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
I wish I got a little bit of prep time in.
It would have been helpful to know about this earlier, Tali.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
Oh, nice little garden here. Kind of. Some dead-looking trees. Maybe it's for oxygen. We were still wearing a helmet here. Oh, because we don't want to contaminate the environment, I guess? But I assume there is oxygen here.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kila Salai.
Kila Salai.
The accused Tali Zora vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
We have some pretty unfriendly admirals already.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard vas Normandy. Your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
diplomacy as my middle name.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vasnima, a proud member of the Migrant Fleet. I regret that her captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the Migrant Fleet. What say you?
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
Is my father here right now? I thought the board had 5 people.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai.
What?
Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
What? We didn't even know about this. How could you just keep this from us? From Tali?
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the Migrant Fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
We'll be fine. I'm inclined to think that Admiral Chorus is involved. He's so antagonistic to us.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Wait, how does this even make sense? If I go there and I kill all the Geth, I'm automatically cleared, okay? I'm taking back the ship! There is no hearing that needs to be had.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Shouldn't that already be kind of a point saying that Tali didn't do this? Because why would she kill her own father?
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Well, we know Chorus doesn't want to hear anything.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Great. Great. A job for Captain Shepard and her crew.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Tali Zora is guilty.
What is it about then? Can you tell me more about what this is about, huh? Vitor, hey, you were back on Freedom's Progress, right?
Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
Vitor was that one remaining person back at Freedom's Progress, so kind of PTSD from that whole experience.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Would you imagine if we gave him a Cerberus?
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
Admiral Zen. She didn't speak that much, but she sounded okay.
Tali Zora, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
Pleasure to meet you, Commander Shepard. We owe you a debt of gratitude for your actions against the Geth.
Tali was with me. Saren and the Geth would have destroyed us all without her help.
Your political machinations are transparent, Commander. They are also unnecessary. If you and your father were actually experimenting on active Geth subjects, then you are simply idiots. No reason to waste resources on a trial. If not, then this was a tragic accident in the pursuit of a higher cause. Again, no trial is needed to determine that.
Well, I thought she would be more receptive than this. The other one was. So they don't think that I tried to kill my own father. They think we did some Geth research that led to the crew dying.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Just 10?
This can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Sounds like your ideas about synthetics are in the minority.
Yes, at least on the Admiralty board, Hangerel sees an enemy that must be crushed. Zalcorus would run away and hide on some new colony world. Shalaran is still undecided. I had thought Rael to be firmly in Han's camp, but if his experiments were on active Geth, perhaps we have ideas in common.
If we don't find Rael alive on the Alarai, what do you think will happen?
The power balance will be disrupted. Han loses a vote for his foolish and self-destructive war. That would favor peace then, as Shalaran is too careful to risk her own neck. But if the Admiral replacing Rael agrees with me, things could become very exciting.
Oh, okay. Chorus is definitely related to this then. There's Quarian politics to be had.
You support experiments on living creatures.
Rael should have felt no more guilt experimenting on Geth than I did while performing surgery on a childhood toy.
The fact that you performed surgery on your childhood toys explains a great deal, Admiral.
A ship travels faster than I can. With the right programming, it can choose locations, even defend itself when attacked. But it is just a machine. It was built for the sole purpose of serving its master, and it can be dismantled whenever its master desires.
Yeah, sure. It's kinda, if you believe Geth to be people, then that's not the greatest thing to be saying.
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship Hangerel and the cowardly Zalcorus be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali Zora is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
So the only reason you care about this is because Rael might have learned something valuable from the Geth.
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, Tali Zora. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
You're insane.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Yeah, I don't think I can say the same.
Call Rieger.
Shepard, Tali Zora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
This is the captain.
What did we get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
And you're damn great at it.
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali Zora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy?
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. If they can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, I hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
But it sounds like it should be something that we should worry about in the background while we're doing all this. Okay.
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Quarians are pretty fragile.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there. Shepard, good to see you again.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Yeah, I didn't say too much. We need to find concrete proof by going on the Alarai. Shalaran.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
That's really inconsiderate, though. We're literally the last 3 people on this entire ship to find out her own father died.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Well, at least we have one admiral who's kind of on our side.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess.
Wow.
I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it.
Damn.
I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
So you really are really close to the whole family then. I can buy that you were trying to not tell Tali about her dad to help her, but damn, that was pretty crazy.
I'm not hearing much about Rail's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain.
Oh, we've heard about this.
I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
Yeah.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
He showed his love by doing work, by working hard, but not spending actual time with his family.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that. Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war with the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
At a time like this?
I know the Migrant Fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Something like that.
You two should get to the Alarai. I cannot stall the judges indefinitely. Or do you need something?
No.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Thank you.
Even during the hearing, Tali Zora's first thought is to protect the fleet.
There are some reasonable people here.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Being the Admiral's daughter, probably all the Admirals are already familiar with Tali.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. A ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Can you tell me about the other Admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
Why is that a bad idea? Looking for a new home. Okay, researching Geth and being mad about it is pretty weird, but why is going somewhere else a bad idea? If it sucks here, go somewhere else. If the Geth are still here, go somewhere else.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Doesn't sound like somebody who's gonna give up without a fight. He might still be alive.
Sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find someplace to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Doesn't have to be one of the previous worlds. In fact, it would probably be easier if you went to a brand new, uncolonized world.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
But yeah, it's not that simple, because it's also about wanting to get back at the Geth. Wanting to retake what's rightfully theirs and all that.
I didn't expect a human to be such a good speaker.
Thank you. Oh boy, this one's gonna be fun.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vasnima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalkoris Vasquibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Oh, we have to ask. We have to ask!
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created, the people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
I agree with this guy. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree on the issue of Tali, but it doesn't sound like he's the kind of guy who would sell out the Quarians. He's thought about this. And yeah, I mean, we talked about this back when Tali first told us about the whole Geth history. Like, they view the Geth as slaves. Not slaves, just robots. Robots doing their menial tasks. But then they sort of gain sentience, at which point, even though you were seeing them as robots before, they're now people. And it seems like Admiral Chorus fully understands that.
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Tali Zora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Yeah, that's great. There's just gonna be stuff that we don't agree on, but we can understand where it comes from. Okay, Quib.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Well, good for you, Chorus. Good for you. Stand your ground.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Tali Zora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
I'm glad we talked to him. I'm glad. I thought he was just gonna shut us down and not listen to anything, but we have a clearer view of what he really thinks. What is this? Oh. I guess there's actually not any air in here then, huh? Because Shepard is wearing the helmet. Why have oxygen in the main space if everyone's just gonna be wearing suits, I guess? Are we going the right way? Oh, we are.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Tali Zora is guilty.
What does it say?
If Tali Zora is stuck with a human captain, at least it's an eloquent one. Even during the hearing, Tali Zora's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Did you hear that, Tali? You're stuck with me. What does that say? Is this Quarian language?
Tali Zora Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Now let's hurry then.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Tali Zora. Kila Selai.